Wow, people. Kanye West, man. This man finds a way to do it again. Mm-mm-mm. Hit the like button, good people. Oh, man. I don't know why. I don't know why this is like you just say to yourself, no, this can't be. Like there's no way that no, it just can't happen. There is no way, shape, or form that this could happen. You would think everything is going in Kanye's way, right? That's what everyone would assume, that this is going in Kanye West's favor. There's nothing Kanye West could do to screw this up. It's nothing. Absolutely nothing he could do to screw this up, right? Hit the like button coming through the door. Thank you. I appreciate y'all being here live. I really do. But hit the like button coming through. You would say Kanye has learned this time. Now he on the right track. Now it's finally coming to all right. It's over with Pete, just like we told him it would be. He know now, right? Now he realized, okay, now I can work on getting the wife back if that's what you really want. But now he can go from here. This is the part where you go from here and do the right thing. Only one thing could screw this up. Only one thing could screw it up. And that's you making it about you. Like you the reason the breakup happened. If you take that power away from the woman and don't make her feel like it's her decision and making it feel like it's your decision, the reason why it's not, she's gonna be against you now no matter what. This fool Kanye West couldn't wait to post up Pete Davidson's, well, he said Skeet Davidson, dead at 28. She posted, take that down. She wanted Kanye to take that down. Now, once again, he's back in her bad side. Why would you put yourself in that position? You're supposed to be there for. This is where you pick up the pieces. You don't go over there and be like, yeah, I told you. This is where you go and pick up the pieces when it don't work out. This is where you be the rebound guy. This is where you come in and say, hey, I heard things weren't going well with you and old Petey over there. I heard what happened. Are you okay? See, you checking in on her. You really can give a damn, but you checking in with her. You check in on her like you really care and give a damn, but you don't. You just trying to get back in there. You trying to get back in the door so you can kick your shoes off. So you come in with the empathy. Hey, yeah. So how you doing? You all right? Yeah, I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, I'm good. Cause I'm tired of that. Well, yeah, I know how you are. Yeah, you don't like that. Yeah, he should have known that. Yeah, I thought he would have figured that out by now. But hey, good thing you learned. You know better now. You dealt with me. I was hard headed like that, and I didn't listen. So you ain't put up with it with me. No, you wasn't gonna put up. That's right. See, because See, but no, you wasn't that bad. Well, I'm just saying. I could have been better, but I had to learn. So anyway, but yeah, what you doing Friday? Yeah, let's go have lunch over there. If you still go by there, if you get off, yeah, let's just have lunch or something. And then we can finish talking because I got some work to finish up here. So I could talk to you later after work. Okay, yeah, I like that. That sounds good. A chick ain't got no time getting back on her feet. You have to make it look like they're in control of this whole situation. You'll be right back in there. If I was his wingman, I'd have choked Kanye because Kanye would have did 50 other different things that went against the wingman code. Kanye is somebody you tell the whole plan to. All right, Kanye, all you got to do is go in there, hand her the flowers, give her a hug, and say, I'm sorry, baby. All right, I got it. Next thing you know, 2 minutes later, you hear a whole argument. That's not what I said. When I sent you that text 7 months ago, I told you this is what was going to go on. But you ain't want to listen. No, you ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Kim. Only I do. See, God told me that. God said, I'm the only one for you. You tried to go find somebody else. It'd be like, hold on, time out. Yeah, what was the strategy? You supposed to hand the flowers, right? Give her a hug, say, I'm sorry. That's it, nothing more. You said I got it. What part you didn't understand? Oh, I got it. You right. I'm sorry. Here's the flowers. I'm gonna give you a hug now, if that's okay with you. Or you gotta go back to Skeet because you still protecting him. Instead of looking out for your husband, your family. You broke this family. You let him come up in here, a drug addict. That's your mother. Your mother, Chris, is the devil. And God told me that. Sorry. Gotta let you know. Your mama the devil. So, once again, you cannot be that man's wingman. That man won't allow you to be a wingman. That man will allow you to do the same thing as usual. He will find a way to cause an argument because that's the only way he feels better. He's one of those insecure men. He's a mama's boy completely. And without mama being there, that gap, that hole left him empty. Mom, when she would question something that he's doing, he would listen. The only woman that had control over his life was his mother. So the only way he knows how to communicate is argue. Notice, his mama didn't see, she wasn't around for the Amber Roses. She wasn't around for none of that. When she left, He went straight to white girl magic. Mm-hmm. Pete ain't coming out with no book. Pete is not that kind of guy at all. Pete is a regular guy, as regular guys can be, who just happens to be a East Coast New Yorker. Okay, a Garden City guy, Jersey. He's from there. How would Pete get back with her? Easy. Want to get back with her. But he was the rebound guy. Okay. She needed a rebound, but one thing was for sure, she was burnt out from Kanye and his controlling ways. He has a narcissistic personality. So his thing is argue his way out of conversations. If he feels he yells loud enough, people will give him his way. Pete, he left Saturday Night Live because of this. He was making so much money, hand over fist. He left Saturday Night Live because of this. All this attention he was getting, now he was on the A-list stage. He's not finna wear Versace suits, Gucci. That's not him. He can't MGK it. He cool with MGK, but MGK can get dressed up, suited and booted, and do all that. He can live that punk rock star life and go to the top and do all that. Pete ain't no musician. He's an actor. He's in Jersey. That's what he liked to do. Party, get tattoos, do drugs, and get toe up. But now he don't do drugs no more. Never stop your bag for a hoe. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't get me wrong. He didn't stop the bag. He's gone to Hollywood now. The bag then got bigger for him. That's why he left Saturday Night Live. He was like, I'm leaving Saturday Night Live so I can do my own thing. He got a horror movie coming out that's supposed to be another really scream slasher movie. Then he has another movie he's working on right now. That's what he's filming actually right now. He's out of the country. While all of this is going on, he's out of the country filming a movie. But he was good for this first season of Hulu. Now that they've used him for this season, now the next season is going to be what's going on with Kim. See, he was the rebound guy. She knew she wasn't going to be with him forever. So now it's like, well, who's she going to be with now? Now she's going to be in the dating phase and going out with different guys. But normally when chicks do stuff like this, they already got the guy they want to be with or they want to mess around with. So they got to make sure they break up with everything before somebody see them with another dude. And they be like, hey, what the hell going on with this? You think that was an acting role that they weren't together? And like it was a fake relationship? Kenan Thompson tried to leave Saturday Night Live years ago. Then he came right back because he realized there wasn't a lot of roles for him. Now he has a TV show, Kenan. He lost the weight that they felt he needed to lose to be a leading man in some of these roles. Because my body is active. So I have restless leg syndrome. When you go from being an active person who moved around a lot to being a person that sit down and be on a keyboard doing stuff, you get restless legs. My legs is like jackhammers. I have endless energy. Donda Sports. Who the hell would sign with Kanye West? To show you how the world and society work, all of these people are destined to make changes in their lives that some of them are not even worthy for them, you know. So it doesn't even work out for them. Oh, what's up, Kwame? Kwame Brown Bus Life is in the chat. Don't y'all forget to subscribe to his page too. He been hitting them up all week. I can't even keep up. I was like, I can't keep up. Every hour on the hour, I got KB. He said, this is live finally. I've been doing a lot of lives. Yeah. Oh man, I've been doing a lot of lives. Vladimir been trying to find all these little ways to take me down and do all this craziness all weekend, man. He been mad as hell at me. And then yesterday we did a stream yard yesterday, and I had to pull up the receipts and shut his mouth. Yeah, yesterday. If y'all missed that live stream last night, I ain't been to sleep yet. I've been up all this time. So if y'all seen that live stream last night, trust me, we showed all the receipts. Y'all didn't believe I was a movie producer. Nobody believed I was a film producer at all. I showed them contract to the movie, showed you the whole script of the movie. He said I had to search this one in order to find it. Yep, that's how they do it. Vladimir Laburny, who once again is being called out by somebody else. Oh, I've been up working for y'all. Part 2 is up on the Patreon of the Dark Secrets of the Warriors Dynasty. And y'all don't know, right now, the Warriors Dynasty is partly responsible by that man that's in the chat right there, Kwame Brown. Y'all don't even know that. Without Kwame Brown, there will be no trade that went down with Monte Ellis, Monte, and all of that, and Steph might have been gone. He might have been in Milwaukee. Kwame was involved in that trade, and I think he got released. I don't think he ever played in Milwaukee. I don't know, because I know he had an injury, and they traded him while he was injured. He had something wrong with his chest. He in the chat. He could probably tell you about it, but he was involved in that trade. Kwame Brown is the only man to have played with this group: Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson, and Stephen Curry. He said he tore his pec muscle. So he was involved in the trade that brought over Bogut to the Golden State Warriors and took Monte Ellis away. He was involved in the trade that brought Pau Gasol over to the Lakers so Kobe could win them last two championships. They started going to the final. So he's been pivotal, a very pivotal point and piece that was left out of two dynasties. So that's 6 NBA championships right there for Kwame Brown. Since y'all equate everything to rings, did you know he took over because Kwame Brown ended up taking the job? He was supposed to be a bench guy. The guy that they wanted on the Lakers to be the guy was Chris Mill. Kobe Bryant tried with Chris Mill. Him and Chris Mill could not get along at all because Chris Mill wasn't ready for that. And Chris Mill got hurt. But Kwame was outplaying him. Kobe said, put Kwame Brown in this game. I want him. I want him playing. He said, as soon as they get rid of me, they win. No, you were the piece they needed to bring in the other pieces they needed. So if you wasn't playing well, they couldn't have been able to move you. Yeah, Chris Mill, man, Kobe couldn't stand Chris Mill. You were there. Chris Mill hated Kobe Bryant, and Kobe Bryant hated Chris Mill. Chris Mill, he faked an injury. He didn't want to be on that court. He wanted to get traded. He wanted to get out of the Lakers. Kobe was on his ass. they had a hate relationship because Kobe didn't want him. Why did they hate each other? Because Chris Mill couldn't play. He couldn't play. He couldn't mentally deal with Kobe in practice. He couldn't mentally deal with that energy. He's not used to that kind of, he's soft. In other words, he just wasn't ready. Kobe wanted soldiers. And he ain't had one. He wasn't going to go and set a hard pick. He wasn't going to go in there and get in that lane and get physical. What Kwame called 2-9 in the paint. He's like, he's not lying. I saw it. And he wanted the ball, and Kobe wasn't trying to hear that. Kobe's like, I ain't no way I'm giving you the ball, and I'm busting my ass out here in practice every day. And you won't stay late to try to get better. You just want the ball all the damn time. You got to go. But yeah, that's how you got that starting job. Kwame told Mitch Kupchak, Mitch, Kwame Brown is going into the lineup. I don't want Chris Mill. He didn't go to the head coach. He went to Mitch Kupchak and got you in there. Once Chris Mill went down and you took over, you were never going to lose that position to Chris Mill. I don't just be Kwame Brown is right in the chat, Sean. He was on the team. If I'm saying something that's inaccurate, he's right there. He's right in the chat. So he can tell you firsthand. Shouts out to Ticket TV too. Love Ticket. Oh no, because I told you what was gonna happen with this whole Pete Davidson thing. That's the rebound thing. That ain't gonna last. You ain't gonna be with him. They ain't getting married, engaged, getting the house together. None of that. That's just all crap. All Kanye had to do was fall back. He said, Cino knows someone that's giving him factual information. That's right. Chris Mill got hurt, and he was hurt forever. that, that position was never going back. He did not want Chris Mill. Mm-mm. No, sir. Not Cole. Cole said it clear as day. What did he tell Phil Handy? Phil Handy, the handyman. He wanted the best skills guy in the league. That's why he's been working with LeBron and trying to get LeBron to conform and work on his skill set. And trying to get him to get to spots and positions and trying to, if he had Phil with him, that's what I'm saying. Phil is a winner. He can help you game. You just got to trust and listen. But now practice for guys is lifting weights and shooting a bunch of threes. And that's not basketball. Well, Isaiah Thomas is a Hall of Famer. He has 2 NBA championships, the first little man to ever lead any team to a championship. He won at every level. High school, most valuable player, winning the championship in college, cutting down the net. I mean, what more do you want? Yeah, that would be crazy, Chris. Thanks for the super chat. And thanks everybody for the Cash App too. That was cool. I saw that this morning. He said he had a hard time outside of SNL, but he was on with Keenan and Kel, did Good Burger and Barbershop too, Snakes on a Plane. Yeah, Pete is doing his thing. That's right, Raheem. He's finding it easier now since he just left Saturday Night Live. See, this is before he linked up with Kim. Now that he's linked up with Kim, he's on the A list now. He has paparazzi following him. No paparazzi was following around Pete Davidson, except for when he was dating what's that Ariana Grande chick. But he's only gonna be in a relationship for 6 months. It's Pete. He's not a commitment type guy. So you already knew what this was. And Kanye West should have known better to just fall back. If you fall back and say nothing, you can make more progress just falling back than you keep opening your mouth doing stupid stuff to push her further away from you. That's all he was doing. All the stupid stuff. He running out with that ugly white girl with the fake butt. And she running around getting all this press. And I'm like, if your mama was here, she would slap you in the back of the head, boy. And that's what's wrong with Kanye. He ain't had nobody slap him in the back of the head no more. Somebody should just said, and he was, you fired. All the rest of his family scared they gonna get fired, so they scared to say something. We just did one, Mr. Sharp, last night. We did a stream yard, and I pulled out the receipts. First, I showed everybody what he tried to get. That boy then sent me, Vladimir, then sent me a fake Netflix thing to my phone. I don't even know how he did it, because I'm like, how'd you get my number? But it don't surprise me. That's what they do. Look at this. Netflix wants you to click this link. Netflix want me to click that link. Okay. Netflix is going to send me that. Vladdy don't know me, but he blocked me on all social media. I think he knows me. He's like, they sent me that too. Yeah. Vlad been doing a whole bunch of dirtiness, man. Instead of me dirty, want to see if I'm going to click a link. Oh yeah, on the Patreon, we got the dark secrets of the Warriors dynasty. Oh, you gonna learn y'all been lied to. There's been a lot of lies told over there. And they continuously painting this bright story. And they forgetting all the bodies they done left behind to try to build this. All this dirtiness they done did. So part one was the trade, which I told you. Y'all didn't realize Steph was the one in the trade. And then it ended up being Monte. They wanted to keep Monte. Steph was the one they was trying to get rid of. So watch part one and part two. They both on the Patreon right now. It's for all the tiers. I put it for every tier over there. So you'll get to see that. Oh, he wasn't getting traded. Steph had bad ankles. That was true. And that was the thing. The medical report, I even know the doctor that actually made that decision. I knew the doctor and everything. When you go into the trade situation, you're going to find out there's a lot more going on in that. Part one and two are kind of connected in the stories because that was part of it. It was a whole lot of bureaucratic stuff going on in that office that a lot of people don't know about. That was killing everything, that was making all these decisions. A lot of stuff was done based around this trade and everything else. Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of dirt going on over there. Then it even got crazy. And part two was enough to probably get me banned from YouTube forever. Mm-hmm. No, I told you. If Kanye wanted her back, all he had to do is stop trying to make it all about him. He put out a post today talking about some, what was it, yesterday? Talking about some Skeet Davidson dead at 28. Kim has to post to tell you to take that down. You right back on the childish wagon, making it about you. All you got to do is just let it be her decision independently. Just be the supportive guy. That's all you got to do. Got to call and say, hey, heard about that. Are you all right? That's all you got to do. Ask her how she doing. Are you all right? How you doing? You know? Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, that's all right. Just give it some time. Just like me. I messed up too. It was all my fault. Take blame. Let it be all her decision. Next thing you know, she'd be meeting you for lunch. You right back in there, your door, kicking your shoes off at the door. If you fall back, you can accomplish a lot more than when you actually keep trying to push to get the chick. No, the Warriors traded Kwame and they got Captain Jack back. They got Captain Jack back. So they got Captain Jack back in the trade. They love Jack down there. They needed some popularity, so they went and got Captain Jack back. But no, Kwame was injured. He had some type of chest injury. I didn't. He just said that he tore his pec, and that's what the injury was. But I knew he had a chest injury. I just didn't know what it was. Yeah, that's how the Warriors got Captain Jack back. They were trying to rid the contracts. It was a change in ownership. Chris had sold the team and was like, I'm out. And he could have went with a higher offer, but he liked this guy's vision and said, I'm gonna stick with him. So when you get new ownership, a lot of things are going to change. But nothing as drastically and as swiftly as I've seen with the Golden State Warriors. Oh yeah, we was talking about that on the live stream. I didn't even see the murder INC thing that they was doing. But Irv Gotti, I guess he going right back into his Gotti mode, the character. That's what got him in trouble. He finally went and found himself to be Urban Lorenzo again, and, and start being Urban Lorenzo to get back in his good graces. And now that ego maniac start kicking in. And I'm like, no, this fool didn't. He's like, man, he in there talking about, yeah, I hit Ashante, yeah. I came up with that song, me and her was in the bed. And I'm like, yeah, I got an idea for a record. I'm like, this man was married the whole time with children. His children are old enough now. they're in their teenage years, some in their 20s. You were married the whole time and you were sitting here rubbing this right back in your wife's face who chose to stay with you. I'm like, man, these dudes, they don't get it. Mike Geronimo, I mean, dude, how many times Mike Geronimo got to run up on you for you realize you should probably get permissions before you start going down this lane? But I got to go see it because everybody was telling me about it. So I got to go see how it is. But I know Irv, so I know this is what he did. I know he was back in his Gotti mode instead of being Urban Lorenzo. He gets caught in character and he gets caught off his square the first time when Mike Geronimo ran up on him after he went crazy on the radio station. And this is why Mike Geronimo didn't sign to him. And he interfered with a lot of his career. And this is a problem when people get power. They love to try to, they never give power to say, okay, I got power. Now let me empower other people. They get power to want to say, okay, I got a little bit of power. Let me step on people, get in their way to show my power. That's weakness. That don't show strength. That shows insecurity and weakness. When you get power and the only thing you could do is step on other people who have lesser. That's insecurity. That's a weakness. Real power is showing that you can empower others. Saying, I want to help empower all of you. I'm going to help 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 you. And I'm going to help you. We all finna be empowered. Using your power to be able to empower others, that's power. That's showing real strength. Only weak people want to do that to make themselves feel like, yeah, I'm a don. You're going to look up to me because they're missing something in their life. They never been taken seriously in their life before. This is the first time somebody got to see them. That's how Irv Gotti was. Irv Gotti is a great producer, but that's it. He was Irving Lorenzo, the producer. Then he started hanging with these guys and started thinking he them. You were hanging around real murderers and killers, and you start believing you were them. It was a bad idea, and Jay-Z told you to name your company Murder Inc. was a bad idea. They told you that. This is why Jay didn't want to be associated with Murder Incorporated that long. He'll do a couple of songs and jump on some songs, but he don't want to be in the group Murder Incorporated. He don't want to do that. You tried to make that a group with him, Ja Rule, and DMX. Murder Incorporated. He's, nah, that's bad for business. And it is. And then you went to find out that when you wanted to branch off and do sponsorships and do all these other things, how bad that name was. To the fact that you had to rebrand and call yourself the INC. It's the Inc. Because this business is very sensitive, seem to be super sensitive when it comes to this passive aggressive media now, especially now. And when you were Murder Inc., look at rappers like Uncle Murder. This is the reason why Uncle Murder could never get a record deal and put out a record. Do you realize he didn't even have a record deal? He signed with 50 Cent and he never released an album, really. These basically are mixtapes. But they were talking about changing his name. He was Uncle M. He had to change. Then he went to Larry Grant, his government name. He had to maneuver around that because people wouldn't do business with him because his last name was Murder. Uncle Murder. So Irv Gotti makes an album called The Murderers. No matter what the music sound like, you're not going to get pushed. They're not going to say, and here is The Murderers album by... You're not going to have that. I love that album, though. I got it. You mean Irv Gotti, not Yo Gotti. Two different people. One guy is a real street guy and the other guy is not. Irv Gotti is not a street guy. He just knew a lot of street guys and tried to put that into his life. And it messed up his whole life because he's not about that. Is Yo Gotti a real street guy to me? Yeah, yeah, he's a street guy. He's a street guy. I would listen to Dolph before I listen to Gotti. Dolph made better music or better songs to me. You the only one disagreeing. Oh my gosh. No, Urban Lorenzo. That's his name. So he put the Gotti on there and he started living out that mob life, starts tough grilling, doing all this and his he really got caught in character. And he was out there trying to blackball 50 Cent from getting a record deal when he should have just fell back. See, if you fall back and just let people career be whatever it's gonna be, he made 50 Cent bigger than life. But see, because 50 Cent, what he didn't realize is 50 Cent had a work ethic. He wasn't gonna be blackballed. That's what made the mixtape game go insane, is when they did it. Because y'all was keeping him out and pushing him on the door, he created a new path. He took the mixtape path and was making full length songs. Whatever song was hot on the radio, they would take that beat, get that instrumental, him, Yayo, Banks, boom. It's like a full length song. See, mixtapes wasn't done in that format. Mixtape was like, yo, freestyle for about a minute, boom, 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 2 minutes. That's the song. Next one be like 25 songs on a mixtape. Da 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 da. And it's gone, right? He was doing full length songs. Oh yeah, after my cheddar. And your friends they see it too, cause they know just what you up to. You after my cheddar. He was doing that a lot. And he did that. And I like the 50 Cents version. The G Unit versions was way better. Oh yeah, I get them right out of here. As soon as I see them spamming bots, I get them right out. Mm-hmm. Remember he had that song with Amarion. See, the problem was he was messing up the record business. This is what 50 was doing that a lot of people didn't understand. He was messing up the record business because people was going to get the mixtapes on the streets. And they got this hot song on the radio, but the streets is listening to the remix version that got 50 Cent. So they think 50 Cent is on the remix. And he's not officially on a remix or anything. They don't have permission to even do the song. So they pissed because it's already being sold on the streets. So the streets is bumping that version. They not even playing the radio version. And when Omarion came out with Entourage and 50 Cent flipped that the next day, like it just came out that weekend. That was the lead single to his new album. Come and be a part of my entourage. 50 Cent switched that, took the whole beat, and that's how quick his mind worked. He could put together, and y'all don't, a lot of people didn't recognize his genius. I recognize his genius immediately. And this is what Eminem saw. This is what a lot of people saw, is that this man's a genius. He's smarter than what people give him credit for. That's how I knew everything, all these projects he was doing, I knew it was going to work. With Power and all that, I saw it. It was opportunity. It was a lane. But he's not as dumb as y'all tried to make him out to be. He's actually very smart, but he's clever in how quickly he could rearrange words and structures and formats to make it catchy, to make a hook like what Nate Dogg used to do. That's why Nate Dogg, he didn't have to make records no more. He was getting paid just to do the hook. You had Nate Dogg on a hook, it was a lock for the song. That was a lock for the record. If you got Nate Dogg on that hook, you was all good. That's right. Rest in peace to Nate Dogg, because Nate, every hook that man did, I can't name a hook he did that was bad. He had hooks on songs y'all ain't never heard. Or y'all like, man, I ain't never heard that, but that song is slamming. And I was like, yeah. He had the Obi Trice song, Bad Bitch. You got a bad bitch, says she recognize a G, says she wanna rock it to no OB, claim that she love everything he do. Hey, hey, he got a bad bitch. I was like, man, this song is knocking, and Nate killing this hook. That's how 50 was. 50 was the king of these hooks. He took that Entourage and turned that into Superstar. In a weekend, it was done. The whole song was done within a weekend. Omarion was so pissed. This was, I think I did the truth behind that. Don't you know that we superstars? Would you scream G Unit, baby, girl, tell them who we are. It's a lot of people didn't even know that these singles was out. They were like, that was a single? I thought that was G Unit song. They're like, no, they took that from someplace else. So when Lil Wayne came out and built himself, because he had a bad contract. So like after the Carter 2, he stopped making albums and just was like, look, forget that. I'm just making mixtapes. And it was nothing but mixtapes galore. And Lil Wayne built his fame on the mixtape. They were, man, Wayne mixtapes. Everybody was Lil Wayne crazy in 2007. And he basically took the whole thing over from 2000, I'll say 2009, really. 2009 was Wayne time. That was the birth of the Lil Wayne craze. Everybody was syruping it up, got a cup. And 50 Cent was like, when has it been cool to be drug addicts? See, the 80s was the anti-drugs. Then those were the 80s raps. Then the 90s rap was it's cool to sell the drugs. And this 2000 era it's cool to use the drugs. So that's how the three eras and how the change have happened in hip hop has it been related to the drug epidemic that's been going on. This you seeing the ladder of us get dumber going down the line. We went from fighting against the drugs, making songs saying don't even take the drugs. Then in the 90s, we talking about sell these drugs. Then in the next generation, they talking about using the drugs. Give me the molly, give me the pills, baby. Yeah, I like how it feels. You know, it is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All the drug addicts are now rapping. But what do you think is the format and the layout for that? Where do you think that come from? Where do you think that come from? I'm gonna tell you where it comes from. It comes from the same cycle. See, when the drugs first hit, we like, don't do that. Stay away from drugs. Don't drug dealing, no drug selling. Stay away from the drugs. Then you start seeing how the drugs keep spreading. Then it goes from the new generation saying, look, let's sell these drugs and get money. So they talking about, yo, selling drugs, yo, I'm moving units and ounces and quarter QPs and all that. They going all through the drug dealing, selling era. The next generation, all the people you done bragged about selling the drugs to, now they own the drugs. That next generation, these are the product of all the people you done sold the drugs to. They hooked on the drugs now. Now the drug addicts are now the rappers. They can't even make they can't even make a word anymore. That's the record. Then they be so drugged out, they don't even know what the hell they saying some of the time. Give me the mo, give me the mo, hit him in the boat. And that's the song. They go from completely normal to completely angry in a matter of seconds. And then you have somebody sitting on the side of you like, that's right! Kill that shit! Bars! I'm going back to listen to some old 70s. I got to go put on some doggone Curtis Mayfield. I got to go back. I got to get my brain readjusted. I'm like, I was around my little cousins, man. I'm like, y'all generation is screwed up. I'm sorry. They done screwed y'all minds up. But that's how the cycle is. The music. Yeah. I knew it was like that when I saw Waka Flocka. And Waka is one of the smartest men alive in the game right now. He's really has turned his life around and said, look, I don't need to make records no more. I can just tour and do my show. But when I saw him, I said, that guy raps? That was a rap? That was a song? I thought he was hyping the crowd up. They were like, no, that's a record. I said, oh, he getting over. He was, waka, flocka, flame. Waka, flocka, flame. Waka, flocka, flame. Flame, flame, waka, waka. I said, that's a record? I thought he was hyping the crowd. I said, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm like, they all shot both shorties. I said, this is it. I'm going back to listening to some Let's Straighten It Out. On the last few times, man, before I'm like, yeah, let me listen to some old tracks. Slow this down. This is crazy out here. Nas told y'all the whole thing when he said hip hop was dead. That was in 2006. Kenny, Kennedy said, "What you know about Lattimore?" I know he made a hit song right there. Let's straighten it out. Cause that's how I'm gonna be. I'll be sitting right here. I had Gummy right here. I had that damn vest on right there behind me, my bulletproof vest. I'm gonna have my pistol right here and be like, "You got me in a world of confusion, Gummy." That you made your way all the way over here to get your brains blown out. But don't worry, because at the end of the day, I straighten it out. But I had that music blasting. Let's straighten it out. Don't worry, Gummy. I'ma straighten it out. I ain't worried about him showing up at all. Oh, they gonna be like, man, trolling might need to stop. He really let Gummy have it. Whack 100. Let me call Whack. Let me call Whack. See what's going on, Whack. Let me see. Okay. Well, he must be on his he must be on Clubhouse or something. Cause he sent me straight to voicemail. KD don't like Nash. No, he don't like his coaching. I wouldn't like it either. But I'm gonna get ready to shut this down. We didn't talked about everything for about an hour. So y'all should be suffice right now. So watch the live stream from last night. We had to pull up some receipts to let old Vlad know that I don't know why he think he above somebody. Don't worry. I wasn't kidding because at the end of the day, I straighten it out. Let's straighten it out.